This conference will now be recorded.
Let me log into Salesforce. Let me log into our app. So the requirement was whenever a record is created. So this is not that. Hold on 1 second. This is only right account.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the requirement was whenever a record is created on employee object. Whenever a record is created on employee object. So let me go to the app. Let me go to the employee tab. So whenever a record is created on employee object, okay, to that new employee, we want to send an welcome email. To that new employee, we want to send an welcome email. Okay. To send an welcome email, okay, to that new employee, okay, make sure whenever a record is created, make sure the requirement was the field called email ID, the field called email ID, it should have data. Okay. The field called email ID, it should have all the data. 1 second. Sorry. So the requirement was whenever a record is created, on employee object. See, you may not get this kind of requirement. Okay. So understand the scenario. Understand the scenario. Okay. So whenever a record is created on any of the object and you are expecting to send an email from Salesforce, or we can go with a workflow or process builder by using email template. So now here the expectation was on employee object, whenever a record is created on employee object, so we want to send an email alert to that employee saying that thanks for joining on our company and we are happy to work with you and your employment details are mentioned below. So this how we want to send it an email a template from Salesforce whenever a new joinee employee record created by HR. Okay. So yesterday we have seen when a inquiry comes on lead object, when a sales has been done on the lead object. So we have been we have been sending a product inquiry alert to that inquiry saying that thanks for your inquiry. Okay. So there we have not written any email template. Sorry, we have not written any email template. There is an existing email template. We use that and we have been sent an email. So today what we have to do, okay, on the custom object for this requirement, okay, so to send an email, we can go with the workflow. Okay, we can go with the workflow. So in the workflow, we can use the email template option, but for this requirement we are expecting to send an email alert, right? We are expecting to send an email alert. So that email alert, whether is available in the system or not, check first. So first, before you write the email template, before you write a workflow, so there are a lot of pre-steps has to be done. It's not simply that you start and writing a workflow. No, we have to do a lot of pre-work. Sometimes whatever he is expecting, maybe the field is not available in the system. You have to create a field. Okay, it's not like simply you just start writing an email template for workflow by using workflow. So now, as per our requirement, we are expecting here to see an email template. Just it contains a matter of saying that thanks for our joining our company. So we will look forward to work with you, and your employment details has been mentioned below, or whichever format you like. But we need an employee email template. So to check before that, let's check whether we have an email template or not. So for that, I just came to the setup. From here in the quick find box, just type email template. Email. Go to email template. Click on email template. So here, marketing, product inquiry, sales, new customer. When a new customer comes, you can wish him. But ours is new employee. No, I cannot use. Support one, support one, support one, support. But I don't have any email template related to my requirement. Right? So what I can do, I have to write. Okay. So first write an email template. First create an email template. Email template. Okay. So once you create an email template, in the process of creating an email template, okay, now let's go ahead and create an email template. Click new email template. We can create 4 type of email templates. We can create 4 type of email templates. One is a text, another one is an HTML using letterhead, another one is a custom without using letterhead, another one is a visual force one. But we don't have any of them. Visual force we don't have. Okay, so we can create, means we cannot create a visual force one that falls under category of development. So we will go with the text, HTML using letterhead, custom without using classic letterhead. Okay. So now let me go ahead and write by using HTML. Okay. So first let me go ahead and write email template by using HTML using classic letterhead. Okay. So just click next here. See, why you are not creating a text one, you can ask me. Okay. You can create a text format one, you can create a HTML using letterhead, you can create a custom without using letterhead, however you want. But in the process of creating a HTML, system also create a text one. In the process of creating a custom one, system also create a text one. So no need to create a text one separately. That's why. Okay. So now just click next. Now it says you don't have an active letterhead. Active letterhead is required. So So before I write an email template, okay, I need to have a letterhead. If you are going with a letterhead format one, okay. So what is a letterhead here? A letterhead contains three parts: header, a body, and footer. A letterhead contains three parts: header, body, footer. So now we can create a letterhead. Just click on go to letterhead, or else in the quick find box, type letterhead. Click on letterheads. So letterhead we can set up in Salesforce. Okay. So header, body, and footer. Just click it. So we can select a different type of letterhead formats, email layouts. Okay. Just click next. Now it is asking to create a letter. Click on new letterhead. Select available for use. So letterhead label I'll give RD letterhead. And then save. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, can you hear me? Okay. So just a heads up. Okay. Just a heads up. I may lose an internet because a rain started here. Okay. I'm just giving a heads up. So it is not mandatory that we lose. But if I lost connection, you can consider I lost internet. Okay. So now see letterhead contains header, body, and footer. So now in the letterhead, it's asking to select a logo. You can create a logo here, right? You can select a logo, but I don't have any logos, right? So just cancel this one. If you want to use a letterhead, if you want to use a logo in the letterhead, create a logo first. Logo first. Okay. So in this requirement, create a logo first, letterhead, then email template, then write the workflow. It's not that every time when you get a requirement, you have to create a logo. No, no, no. In this particular requirement, since I don't have any infrastructure, since I don't have prerequisites, these things I don't have, I'm going with, let's say you have a letterhead, proper letterhead with logos and everything, then you just design the email template by using letterhead and you start writing the workflow. Let's say you have an email template in place, no need to bother about all those things, straight away start writing in a workflow. Okay. So now how to create a logo? So to create a logo, no, go back to classic, because logo is nothing but, switch to classic. Logo is nothing but it's a image that you get from your client. Okay. So that image you are just trying to upload into Salesforce as a document. Okay. Just like on your computer, how you save your files, images, right? Same way you can also store something on your cloud here as a document. For that, just click on the plus icon here, all tabs, scroll down, go to documents. Where is it? D, documents. Okay, documents, and then click new, create a new document. You can create in a by default folder, or else you can create a folder. Okay. So I'll just give the document name as a logo. Select this option, externally available image. If you are not selected this one, even though you have a logo in the system, you cannot use outside. Okay. So select this one, and then whatever file is there, choose to upload. Okay. The file should be very small size, it should be in kbs. Now uploaded a logo. Okay. Now repeat my step. Switch to Lightning Experience. Go to setup. Go to letterhead. Next. Edit this one. Click on that. Click edit properties. Oh, sorry. Edit letterhead. Click edit letterhead. Edit letterhead. Select logo. Now you can use your logo. Edit properties. You use whichever font, whichever colors, whatever you want you use. Okay. We are not a logo designer. Okay. So don't ask perfect shape here. You can edit the body color, but I'll leave it as a default. You can edit middle line. Then you can edit photo properties. Okay. So now let's go and write email template. Email template. Click new. Custom without using letterhead. Sorry. HTML using letterhead. Next. Select available for use. You can also create a folders. Okay. Whichever folder you want to save, you can save, or else default let it be. Then email template. I'll give as welcome email to new employee. That template unique name will come automatically, whatever name that you given. Letterhead, whichever letterhead we created, and the email layout. Click view email layout. So these are the different email layouts that we have in the system. Okay. Okay. I'll go with a free form one. Subject, when the user receives the email on his inbox, you will receive with the subject line saying that welcome to RD. Okay. Welcome to RD. Clear? Now click next. So now we can write whatever content that we want to write. Okay. So we can select the font size. Okay. So whichever font that you want to be used, you can select, and whichever size that you want to be used, you can select. Okay. So you can select the font, you can select the size. Okay. And you can select the images. You can go with the text, whichever color that you want to be used, text colors. Okay. And bold, Italian, underscore, link, alignments. Okay. Bullet points. So there is a something is important called merge field. Okay. So what is the use of merge field here? Merge field is nothing but, let's say, sorry. Okay. So let's say I'll write a content here saying that, okay, so, hello, I want to display the name. So which name that I want to display? I want to display the name of whichever name that you write here. So when you try to create a record, whichever name that you write here, okay, whichever name that you write here. So that name, the field name automatically you want to see in the email template. any field name you want to see in the email automatically, whatever the value that we enter in the field, that value, if you want to see here automatically, we use a merge field. So which object? Employee, and then select the fields name I want to be, right? And just copy this. Welcome to RD. We are happy to work with you. Your employment details are mentioned below for your view. Employee ID. So no need to write like this. I am just writing whatever content that you are prefer to write, you can write. Okay. Understand how to use the email template match field. That is the more important here. Okay. And then I'll say next. So it's asking create a section also. Instead of writing same thing, what you can do? Copy from HTML. Okay. Save. Click new email template. So I can create by using custom. I'll not use this email template. Okay, but I'll show you how to create. Okay, I'm not going to be used. So I'll say available for use. So that select option available for use. So that wherever you want you can call. Okay. So email template name I'll give as, let's say, leave request. So I'll go with the, I'll say that no, this is to inform you that I'll be from so date to so we have to write a BR here. BR break the lines. BR will be used. It's an HTML syntax to break the lines. Okay. Next. Okay. Now my email templates are ready. Go ahead and write the workflow. Let's go and write the workflow rules. Continue. And which object I want to write? I want to write on. Click new rule. And which object? Employee object, right? So select the object called employee. Next, I'll say the rule name as welcome email to new employee. So what is the requirement? When a record is created, right? When a record is created and the field called email ID should have data. When a record is created and the field called email ID should have data. When a record is created and the criteria is the field called email ID, the field called email ID not equal to null. Not equal to null means it has a value. Then say one next. What action that you want to perform? Field update. Okay. Sorry. Email alert. So description I'll say welcome email. Okay. Which template that you want to use? That's why I write an email template. Select the lookup here. Select our email template. Then who is going to receive? Email field, right? On the email field, email ID. Select add. And then if you want to add some additional email IDs, you can add, or else save. And then done. Activate. Click new. I'll create a record. I'm just giving my email ID to cross check whether the email is coming or not. We got an email. Welcome to RD, right? So hello, Sheikh, look safe. with logo and everything. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Others?
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, well, we could have done it in text. I know you wanted to show that if we make in custom and if we make it in the HTML format, it will automatically come in the text. But uh, why did you choose to do the other two versus text?
I
Will
want
it
to
not?
show this
Uh,
requirement through letterhead. That's why I choose.
okay. So, oh, okay. Sir, so if we make it in custom and HTML, by default, it will make in text, correct?
You can create, you can see while creating in the process of
Mhm.
creating an email template by using letterhead, system also will ask you to create a text one. You can write instead of copy paste, you can write or else
Mhm.
you can write or else copy paste. Two ways.
Right. But sir, if we just made in text, let's say the logo and everything is already given and we're joining a working company. So then if we make just in text, then it wouldn't make copies in the other two formats. Is that correct?
No, 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 no,
Okay.
no,
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
no. Any other questions? Others? Okay. Now let's check once I edit the record. Okay. Once I edit the record, will the email will go or not? Let's check. Okay. If I edit the record, no, right? So my rule is when a record is created. Okay. So now let's see one more scenario. So we'll try to see one more scenario. Okay. So whenever a record is created or edited, I'll go with the standard object, an account object. Whenever the requirement was, whenever a record is created or edited, when I click new, so I'm creating a record and I'm editing the record. So the requirement was whatever the address that I given in the billing address, billing street, billing city, billing state, billing zip, billing country. Okay. When I save the record, automatically same address has to update in the shipping address. So we are not assuming, we are not putting a cross question saying that what if both are different, then no need to write the workflow. Okay. So we are assuming that both addresses are same. Okay. So the idea behind to write a workflow means if both addresses are same, why to spend time to re-enter the details again in another site? So the user has been entered in billing address. Why to waste his time to enter the same data in the shipping address? So that's why they are expecting to do some automation. Okay. So they are saying a requirement. The requirement was whenever a record is created or edited, whenever a record is created or edited, whatever address is there in the billing address, same thing has to update in the shipping address. Let's say if the billing street is there, update a shipping state. Billing city is there, update a shipping city. Billing state provision, update the shipping state or provision. Billing zip or postal code, update shipping zip or postal code. Billing country, update the shipping country. Okay, very simple. Okay, so whenever a record is created or edited on account object, I'm talking here on account object. You may get this requirement on any of the object with any of the scenario. Ultimately, the scenario was the user will enter the details in one fields and he was expecting to see in another respective field same data without his interaction. When he create a record, when he edit the record. So here, whatever billing address that I will given, same thing has to update in a shipping address. And the conditions are no need to wait for all the fields should have data. Okay. Let's say only one field has a data and he creates a record. Let's say street, only city he has entered and then save. Once he save, automatically whatever details that he's stored in the billing address with the billing city, same thing go and update in the shipping city. No need to wait for all the fields should have data. It's not like that. Billing street should have data, billing city field should have data, billing state and billing zip and billing country. All these fields should have data. Then only I will go and update in the shipping street. No. If any of the field has value, update the other side shipping street fields, respective shipping street fields. So this is a requirement. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Others? If you are not able to speak, you can use a chat also. Okay, if you don't want to speak. So everyone is clear about the requirement? Okay. So silence means everyone is understood. Okay. So this particular requirement, as I mentioned, we can go with the process builder as well as we can go with the workflow. Okay. So I'll go with this workflow. Okay. Same field update option with other object. I'll teach you by using process builder. Okay. So by using workflow, we'll see, and as well as by using process builder also, we'll see. So any questions on till now on any of the topics? So this I anyway will speak tomorrow only because it take lengthy time. Any questions? So workflows, let me repeat. Workflows, you can write workflows 500. Okay. 500 workflows we can write on a particular object, and active can be only 50. So there is a difference between workflow and workflow active stage. Okay. So if you go to workflow rules, continue. See, you see the workflow name, right? This is a workflow. And on the last, there is an active, right? So below, if it is a check means it is an active, means system has been count that workflow. So in each object, whether it is a standard object or whether it is a custom object, okay, whether it is a standard object or whether it is a custom object, Salesforce platform is allowing us to write 500 workflows. Okay, so Salesforce platform is allowing us to write 500 workflows. Okay, out of 500 workflows, how many can be active means only 50 workflows can be active, not more than that. Make a note. In interview, someone will ask definitely sometimes how many workflows you can be have in an active stage. Active. So where you can check this one. This I told you in the last class also. So we can see in the object level. So go to any of the object. Go to object manager. Go to any of the object. I'll go to the account object. Go to object limits. So from here you can check. Workflow rules, active workflow rules 50, total workflow rules, you can write 500. Okay, so total 500 workflows I can write, and active can be 50. And one more thing, once a workflow is created, can we deactivate? Yes, you can deactivate the workflow. And can I edit the workflow? Yes, you can edit the workflow. Can I delete the workflow? You can delete the workflow. If you don't want to use, you can deactivate instead of delete. If you don't want to use, maybe in the future, maybe you are going to be use that workflow. Okay, just deactivate. So here system will count only active one, right? So you can deactivate. So this is what about workflow. Tomorrow we'll see the other option called field update, and then we'll talk about chatter also, and then we'll start process builder. Okay, so I'm done for today's recordings. Hold on. Okay, you will get it. No worries. Okay, guys, I'm done. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Others, any questions? People, others, any questions?
No, thank you.
Okay. Okay, guys, others, any questions?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, sir.